What's going on, guys? Transformers: The Last Night. The 5th Transformers film is hitting theaters next week. And even though they're not what I would call intricately plotted, it's still nice to know what you're getting into. So here is a rundown of the first 4 live-action Transformers films, which I watched over one long, crazy weekend. First up, the original Transformers. A long time ago, there was a civil war on the Transformers' home planet of Cybertron over control of the Allspark, a cube that gives Transformers life. Cybertron was in ruins, and the cube ended up lost on Earth, where Megatron, the Decepticon leader, ended up frozen after crash landing in the Arctic Circle thousands of years later. Megatron is discovered by an explorer who accidentally activates his navigational system, which imprints the coordinates of the Allspark on his glasses. Don't worry about it. Cut to decades later, where we meet the great-great-grandson of that explorer, Sam Witwicky, played by Shia LaBeouf. Hey, both of those names are fun to say. Turns out those pesky Autobots are still trying to find Megatron and the Allspark, making life really tough for soldiers like Josh Duhamel. Hey, another fun name to say. Sam's dad takes him to buy his first car so he can impress Michaela, a girl who is so far out of his league, it's distracting. But don't assume she's just a pretty face.
I think there's a lot more than meets the eye with you.
That's the catchphrase. As it turns out, Sam's new car is also more than meets the eye. It's Bumblebee.
I bought a car. Turned out to be an alien robot.
The Decepticons realize Sam's great-great-grandpa's glasses are the key to finding the cube and chase after him. But Bumblebee saves them and undergoes a makeover/marketing ploy, and we finally meet Optimus Prime and the rest of the Autobots. Both Jazz's name and voice are problematic.
What's cracking, little bitches?
Optimus reveals that the Decepticons want to use the Allspark to wipe out all of Earth's humans. Secret government agency Sector 7 shows up, led by Agent Simmons, and they capture Sam, Michaela, and Bumblebee. They know about the Transformers, but are total dicks, not realizing there are good robots and bad robots. Also, and I don't want to gloss over this, acclaimed actor John Turturro gets peed on by a Transformer. The first in an escalating series of humiliations for that man in this franchise. Sector 7 gathers up all the movie's main characters and brings them to the Hoover Dam, which turns out to be an elaborate cover to hide one of Uncle Sam's biggest secrets, a still frozen Megatron and the Allspark. Meanwhile, Optimus Prime finds the glasses and leads the Autobots towards the Allspark. But uh-oh! A sneaky Decepticon follows them and unfreezes Megatron. Megatron! Bumblebee makes the Allspark small, and then for some reason, it's given to the 2 least qualified people in the group to protect it. Finally, almost 2 hours into the movie, the Transformers all fight. There's tons of explosions and Transformer on Transformer punching. Lots of famous brands get turned into Decepticons. Optimus says the cube can be destroyed by putting it in his chest, but it will kill him! Being the spunky hero that he is, Sam puts the cube in Megatron's chest instead, which destroys both Megatron and the Allspark, meaning that the thing that Megatron wanted more than anything in the world was the thing that would kill him instantly. Which makes no sense, but whatever. It's a Transformers movie, guys. Moving on to one of the worst sequels of all time. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. 2 years after the first movie, the Autobots and the Army have formed a secret task force called Nest to
hunt for what remains of our Decepticon foes.
They take out a Decepticon who uses his last breath to tell them,
"The fallen shall rise again."
Turns out the Fallen is a super old evil Transformer who tried to destroy the sun to harvest Energon, which is like Transformer gas, but he was stopped by ancient good guy Transformers who sacrificed themselves to hide his sun harvester, which is activated with the Matrix of Leadership. Again, don't worry about it. Meanwhile, Sam's going to college, while Michaela stays behind to sexually assault motorcycles. On his way out, Sam touches a piece of the Allspark that was somehow lost in his clothes for 2 years. After his kitchen tries to kill him, Sam says F it, leaves the shard with Megan Fox and goes to college. Sam moves into his dorm and Sam's mom gets high and a low point for both her and for comedy in general.
Hey, Professor, I'd do anything for an A.
That night, Sam goes to Michael Bay's idea of a frat party, spazzes out, and sees the Transformer language, which makes him act super derpy.
Echo on a signal, you wind up with a formula for interdimensional energy creation.
National Security Advisor and total buzzkill, Galloway, wants to kick the Autobots off Earth because he doesn't want to be stuck in the middle of their Transformer war. The Decepticon, Soundwave, eavesdrops on their conversation to find out the location of the other last remaining shard of the Allspark, which they can use to revive Megatron and take over the world. So far, same plot as the first movie, except now instead of killing Megatron, the Allspark will bring him back to life. Oh, that's how that works. Megatron is revived and he flies to Saturn. Hey, it's that mean Transformer from the beginning, the Fallen. Turns out he's Megatron's mentor, who reveals that Sam has absorbed the power of the Allspark. That's why he's seeing their language. Now, only he can lead the Decepticons to their Energon harvester.
The key to saving our race now lies within his mind.
Michaela captures a spy Decepticon trying to steal the Allspark shard that Sam gave her. She takes it to Sam, but walks in on him making out with a hot blonde. Only, it's not a real hot blonde. It's a Decepticon. Now that's a disguise. A very Michael Bay-like disguise. Michaela, Sam, and Sam's roommate are captured by Megatron, who probes Sam for the code to find the Energon. But the Autobots show up in the nick of time to fight in super slow-mo and rescue everyone, except Megatron kills Optimus. Oh no! And even worse, Sam and the audience are now stuck with Mudflap and Skids. Remember what I said about Jazz earlier? Double it.
Why don't you get a haircut with your bitch ass?
The Fallen leads an invasion of Earth. They capture Sam's parents and send out a message to the world.
Unless you turn over this boy, we will destroy the world.
Sam tries to decode the symbols with the help of Simmons, who now runs a deli and continues to be an embarrassment to John Turturro's career. They find an old Transformer in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum named Jetfire, who they bring back to life with Sam's Allspark shard. Jetfire teleports everyone to Egypt and explains more backstory about the Fallen, the Sun Harvester, and the massive amount of trouble that the planet is in. Oh, and one more thing.
Only a Prime can defeat the Fallen.
So, now Sam has to find the Matrix of Leadership to bring Optimus Prime back to life, so he can defeat the Fallen. But won't that destroy the sun? Whatever. Look how great Megan Fox looks. Michael Bay, you are priceless. They find the hiding place of the Matrix of Leadership, but when Sam touches it, it turns to dust. What time is it? It's robot fighting time.
Decepticons, begin our assault!
It turns out that the Energon harvesting machine is under the pyramids. Yeah, where else would it be? There's a lot of fighting. A bunch of Constructicons form a Transformer Voltron. A bulldozer spits out Sam's parents. There's tanks on hovercrafts. Sam and Michaela run in slow motion while there are lots and lots of explosions. And countless priceless Egyptian historical landmarks are destroyed. Sam dies and goes to Transformer Heaven for some reason, where he learns that the Matrix has to be earned. And bam! The dust turns back into the key! The real Matrix was inside Sam all along. He activates Optimus just as the Fallen shows up, and Prime goes ham and destroys the sun harvesting machine and the Fallen. Oh, and Megatron, he runs away like a punk. And then, as one does, Optimus and Sam ride an aircraft carrier into the sunset. Moving on to movie number 3, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, which I can't stop calling Dark Side of the Moon. I guess I listened to too much Pink Floyd. Anyway, we start with a derivative Star Wars-like space battle between Autobots and Decepticons. Sentinel Prime, who's like Optimus but older, crashes his ship, the Ark, on the moon. Through terrible JFK CGI, we learn that the moon mission was really a ploy to find Transformers. We're now in the present day, where we follow a butt up the stairs. It's Rosie Huntington Wheatley, aka Carly Spencer, our hero Sam Witwicky's new girlfriend. Megan Fox got fired from the series for calling Michael Bay Hitler. True story. Sam can't find a job despite getting a medal from CGI Obama and ends up working for John Malkovich. Optimus Prime finds a piece of the Ark in of course, Chernobyl, and heads to the moon, where he finds the ship and his old buddy, Sentinel Prime. The ship has technology called a space bridge, controlled by a bunch of pillars, aka MacGuffins, which can be used to transport Cybertron to Earth. Megatron and friends want that technology. Optimus revives Sentinel Prime, the Einstein of the Transformers. He seems like a pretty chill dude until... double cross! He reveals he made a deal with Megatron to destroy the Earth and bring back Cybertron. Woo. Turturro is re-enlisted by Sam because Turturro's gotta eat. We learn that his girlfriend's boss, McDreamy, is a bad dude and he's working for the enemy. What a traitor. He kidnaps Sam's girlfriend. Sentinel Prime tricks the government into exiling all the Autobots so the Decepticons will leave too. Then their spaceship explodes. That's it, folks. End of the series. So long, adios, roll credits. Just kidding. There's a lot more movie left. Sentinel Prime takes over Chicago to start bringing Cybertron to Earth, and McDreamy holds up in the Trump Tower because, of course...
Can we try to redirect them toward Trump Tower?
I knew Trump was working with the Decepticons. When all hope seems lost, Optimus Prime returns to say, "You thought we were gone? JK LOL. We was just playing. Now let's fight."
We ain't going nowhere.
There are explosions, dudes in wingsuits. Tyrese, run! No one gets seriously injured despite sliding down all sorts of broken glass and getting tossed around like a rag doll. Bumblebee destroys the most important magic space pillar, thwarting this weird terraforming type plot. Then, Prime and Sentinel gots to throw down. Once friends, now foes. Sam's girlfriend lectures Megatron and uses grade school reverse psychology to turn him against Sentinel too.
You'll be nothing but Sentinel's bitch.
Optimus and Megatron defeat Sentinel together, and then Optimus performs a mob-style execution on both.
No, Optimus!
Pop, pop, cold-blooded. And finally, Sam and his girlfriend kiss and the world is saved again! There's one more movie. Transformers, Age of Extinction. Well, we finally found out what killed the dinosaurs. Of course, it was an alien race called Creators, who used devices called seeds to terraform Earth and cover it in a metal called transformium.
Catchy. Trademarked.
That is the least creative element name since unobtainium? Anyway, turns out there are metal dinosaurs buried in the ground. Moving on. We travel to a Shia LaBeouf-less present day, where the government, led by Fraser Crane, has had enough of these robot wars and is hunting and killing all Transformers with the help of their bounty hunter, Lockdown. Deep in the heart of America, we meet Texan Cade Yeager, amateur inventor,
I'm an inventor.
and single father to Tessa. He and TJ Miller find a semi in an old building that they can strip for parts. But guess what?
I don't think it's a truck at all. I think we just found a transformer.
Yup, it's Optimus Prime, and he's in bad shape. Looks like you better check the Carfax. Cade works on reviving Optimus, but uh-oh, TJ Miller snitches on him to the government. Optimus makes a break for it, and Tessa's race car driver boyfriend, Shane, shows up to rescue everyone. After a long chase, they get away, but not before TJ Miller is killed by Lockdown. R.I.P. Comic Relief. Optimus gets sexy and drives through the desert, summoning the remaining Autobots, who are all conveniently nearby. They even have a new culturally inappropriate Transformer.
Find your inner compass.
Using a CIA drone, Cade discovers the government is in cahoots with an evil corporation called KSI to hunt and kill all Transformers. Cade agrees to help the Autobots, but not before his daughter's boyfriend shows him a card that proves why it's okay for him to bang his underage daughter. Why didn't they just make her a year older instead of putting in that weird, creepy scene? We meet Joshua Joyce, the douchey CEO of KSI, who's played by the Tooch, Stanley Tucci. With Fraser Crane's help, KSI is harvesting transformium from dead Transformers. Now,
We can change anything into anything.
except this into a good movie. Seriously, that pill product placement is literally the worst. To make matters worse, KSI has Megatron's head for research, and they're building their own Transformers.
We can build them better.
The Autobots flip out and attack the lab, but Joyce hurts their feelings and they leave.
Don't you get it?
We don't need you.
KSI activates their Transformers to attack the Autobots, but they're glitchy and they kill a lot of innocent civilians. Lockdown shows up and captures Optimus.
And your creators want you back.
Tessa is stuck with him, and they both get taken aboard Lockdown's creepy ship full of various Transformer and alien prisoners. Lockdown's deal with the government is fulfilled, and he gives them one of those super bad world-destroying seeds.
One prime for one seed.
Cade, Shane, and the Autobots sneak aboard the ship to rescue Tessa. And is that Transformer smoking a cigar? Okay, I can't even with this. On the ship, Lockdown releases the Robo-Wolves, and Cade finds a sword gun. And then they make a daring escape in Chicago. Again, poor Chicago, they can't catch a break from these killer robots. Megatron's intelligence merges with the evil KSI Transformer, Galvatron, to become Megatron 2.0. He wants the seed for himself so he can
Build a massive army and annihilate your species forever.
Galvatron goes rogue and frees all the other KSI Transformers to do his bidding. Joyce escapes with the seed and heads to Transformer Age of Extinction co-financier, China. And all hell breaks loose. Cade kills the guy from Lost with a football, Optimus frees a bunch of dinosaur Transformers, aka Dinobots, and rides them into battle. Now, I can't tell if this is badass or total nonsense, but Wahlberg's into it. The Auto/Dinobots kill all of the KSI Transformers, but because the studio agreed to a 2-hour, 40-minute runtime for this mess, Lockdown comes back to capture Optimus. His giant ship starts destroying the city with his super advanced alien technology.
It's a big magnet! It's sucking up metal and dropping it. Oh my God!
The Autobots get the seed out of the city, while Optimus fights Lockdown. Cade goes to help him, but Kelsey Grammer tries to stop him until Prime steps in and down goes Frasier. All of them finally kill Lockdown. Yeah! Cade is finally cool with Shane. The dinosaur Transformers conveniently just run off into the bushes, and Optimus takes the seed and flies away to meet his maker. But don't worry, Galvatron/Megatron, or whatever the heck he is, somehow has escaped all of this unharmed in order to set up yet another Transformers movie.
We shall meet again, Prime.
And that, my friends, is all you need to know. Probably way more than you need to know, to be honest. So, what's your favorite Transformer movie so far? What's your least favorite? Did we leave out any moments? Let us know in the comments section below. We want to know. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit me up on Twitter. Bye-bye.